So hey guys, welcome to this new video. Today I want to share with you what I changed in the sales process of my agency to skyrocket the close rate from 10% to 28% in 30 days. We almost tripled our close rate just in 30 days. With no further ado, let's go into it. So most people in the agency world, they do the same thing when it comes to selling. They do the discovery, then they go into transition, they do like a pre-pitch, then they do the pitch, pre-close and close. That's the structure that most people follow. That's the structure that Jeremy Miner is teaching out there. And this is a very good structure. It's a killing structure if you know how to use it. And the problem with it is that most people don't even know how to use it. They just see, okay, this is how Jeremy Miner does it, or this is how Alex Hormozi does it, and they just follow the same framework. They don't think about why do they do it that way. They don't think about what skill do they have that I don't have, and that's the reason why they are doing it like this. And maybe that's the reason why I shouldn't do it like that. And people don't really think about that. So let me actually explain to you how I went from using that process that Jeremy Miner, Alex Hormozi, and all of these guys are preaching every single day on YouTube and Instagram and everywhere. And let me actually tell you what I used personally, how I took their method and made it my own. And that totally skyrocketed from 10% to 28% my close rate in 30 days and my sales team's close rate. So the problem with that process that they use is that it's overused. Everyone in the market is using it. Everyone in the market knows Jeremy Miner. Everyone in the market knows Alex Hormozi. And most likely when you hop on calls with salespeople, for example, if you're in a niche that they are salespeople themselves, they're 100% gonna ask you, have you went through a course from Jeremy Miner? Have you did this, did that? That's the problem. They know what you're trying to do. I've gotten people telling my sales team when I didn't change this framework that, oh, did you go through the course of Jeremy Miner? Did you go through a course of this sales guru? I know what you're trying to do. I also did that. And the problem with that is that you don't stand out. The thing is, in this market nowadays is so saturated that the most important thing is for you to stand out from the crowd. So the thing that skyrocketed our sales and tripled the close rate from my sales team is we started implementing analogies in the process. Instead of using the same process of discovery, pitch, everything, we used what we saw worked in our niche. So for example, for my own niche, we do discovery, but then we give them a little bit of like a pitch in between, like a little bit of information. We do a little bit of discovery, a little bit of pitch, a little bit of discovery, and then we run through how we can work together. We do the financial model, so we explain to them how much money they can get with us and everything. That we tell them, how much is the price and everything. So we have a different process as everyone. When I was using the process from Jeremy Miner, from Alex Hormozi, from all of the sales gurus, that wasn't working for me. I changed the process to something that works for my niche, and it tripled the close rate. And the most important thing, we were getting objections in every single sales call. And then my salespeople, my closers, it was just like they were battling. It was like they were going on a war. After someone gave an objection, it was two people, one saying an objection and the other person being like defensive, going on attack, like my closer trying to like do some Aikido moves here like crazy, and they're trying to go around the objection, and it's like a fight. And you're just building sales resistance. That doesn't work in 2024 heading into 2025. What do you need to implement to actually objection handle? First thing is you need to handle objections before they even come. But if for whatever reason they come either after you tell the price or maybe throughout the process of the call, then you need to start implementing analogies. I'm just going to give you an example now of what an analogy actually is, because analogies is something that is so powerful, but you need to know how to use it. And it's a tool that you need to actually learn how to use, because if you use it incorrectly, it's going to do you much worse than better. So an example, if someone tells you, I've been burned in the past, I don't know if I can trust you guys, I don't want to try another marketing agency, then an analogy you can use is something along the lines, so Mr. Prospect, let me ask you a question. Do you have a girlfriend right now or a wife, depending on how old the people you're talking with is? Let's say they say, yeah, I have a wife. Got it. Is that the first girl you met in your life? and you actually had as a wife or girlfriend? Most likely gonna say no. All right, so you have been with other girls in the past, and most likely you're not with those girls because it didn't work out with you too, right? Yeah, okay, makes sense. But after it didn't work out with the other girls, did you stop looking because you have been burned in the past from other girls and it didn't work out with other girls? Or did you still like try to look for like that girl, that wife material that you were trying to look for to actually have as a wife? Or did you just completely stop? He's gonna tell you he has a wife, so he's gonna tell you, yeah, I was continuing trying to look for a wife. Got it. So that means when you got burned in the past from a girl, you didn't stop looking for another girl. So let me ask you this, Mr. Prospect. With this situation you have right now, because you have been burned in the past from other marketing agencies, are you gonna let you go through a process of not finding the right marketing agency wife just because of the past marketing agencies? Or are you just gonna do like you did with your wife? You had past girlfriends, didn't work out, but you still put in the work to find the correct girlfriend. But with this is to find the correct marketing agency. And he's gonna be like, whoa, that makes sense. And that is completely the best objection handle model you can use. Is instead of fighting, you're basically doing an analogy. You're taking the thing out of the conversation that you were talking about. If you're talking about appointments like lead gen, sales, this and that, I took it totally out of it. So the sales resistance goes down. You take it totally out, then you do an analogy, something connected with his life. If you know he owns a wife, then you can ask that question that I just asked. And he's gonna tell you the information because you're not talking about sales. You're not selling to him anymore because you're not like competing against like numbers, this and that. You're just telling him a simple like person to person. And if you show that you really care, it's done. You're gonna close him on the spot. It's as simple as that. And that's gonna drastically change your close rate because people are not gonna see you as a closer anymore. They're gonna see you as a consultant. And when people can actually, when you have the authority on the call and you have the authority of leading the prospect throughout the process, and they don't have to have the headache of actually having to go throughout the process thinking about this and this and this, you just lead them throughout the process. That's how you are gonna triple, quadruple, or whatever you want your close rate. But you need to start implementing this correctly. But yeah guys, this was it for this video today. I really appreciate you guys for watching this far. You have the availability to actually scale an agency and triple your close rate like I just did and start closing clients because you have the availability to sit down 10-15 minutes and actually get valuable information into your head to go and implement it. Now the only thing you need to do is start taking action and implement it. But I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. So if you want more videos like this, just subscribe down below, give it a like, and you can give me a follow on Instagram if you want any resources from my last YouTube videos. I just wanted to share with you guys how we tripled our close rate at my own agency and how we're scaling now to a 7-figure run rate. So this is as simple as just using analogies and using your own sales process that actually works in your niche. It's basically what I wanted to go over in this video. But I really appreciate the time from you guys. You have been watching this video for 10-15 minutes. I really appreciate it because time is valuable. And if you need anything, you can message me on Instagram. You have my Instagram down in the description, and I'll just see you on the next one. Thank you.